All right, Gemini rising, those with their moons in Gemini. Welcome to Sagittarius season, happening November 21st to December 21st. All right, Gemini, as we can see by your chart, we've got a big clumping here, which is called a stellium in astrology. So there is a few planets here in your 7th house. The sun in Sagittarius is there. We've got your ruling planet, Mercury, coming soon. It's not showing here yet, but it's coming. You also have Mars in Sagittarius right now, and you have Venus, the planet of love and money, in Sagittarius in your 7th house. So these are all in your 7th house. So the 7th house is a lot about contracts, commitments, partnerships, marriage, stuff like that, one-on-ones. Lots about the partnerships, though, in some way. Could be business partnerships, could be new job partnerships, could be, you know, anything like that, signing on the dotted line somewhere maybe. So you're really thinking about relationships right now, Gemini, indeed, for Sagittarius season. But you also have, it could be relationships with work. The reason I say that is because we have this new moon in Scorpio. New moon November 20th, just before Sagittarius season starts. So November 20th, we got new moon, new beginnings here in your 6th house of your work, your day-to-day. Something new in your day-to-day feeling, like the day-to-day vibe. What happens when you wake up in the morning, Gemini, to when you go to bed, that whole day, the systems. It could also be new stuff about your health, right? And Scorpio can often rule the insides, the bowels, the intestines, things like that, the excretion system, like how you excrete, right? Things like that. So it could be health issues with a Scorpio vibe that's coming up for looking at. But it can also be going deep about your day-to-day and what's working for you at work and what's not. It could be maybe you want to reduce your hours, or maybe you want more hours. It really depends on you. But there's something with the day-to-day and the work vibe as well. And it could be just a new job, maybe like a new way you do work every day. It could be literally a new job. But it has something to do with the day-to-day, and you're really working on a new contract and commitment in some way for that. Okay. We do see Mercury moving into that 7th house on December 12th. So especially after December 12th, you're going to really be thinking and feeling a lot about these new contracts you want to make, these new partnerships, something about relationships it could be as well. Maybe some of you Geminis are taking dating relationship to the next level, talking about maybe moving in together, or talking about what's next for us, maybe. Or for some, it could be, I want a divorce. I don't want to be married anymore. 7th house stuff too. So it just depends on your own chart, right? Jupiter is retrograde in your 2nd house of money. So you are reviewing, replanning your finances for the future, how you bring in money and all sorts of money things too. So we're talking a lot about that. And it could be some of you are receiving money for some reason, Gemini. I don't know. Maybe it's we meant to give you a raise last year. But I just heard that this morning from one of my friends. Her husband, the boss said, "Hey, you feeling grateful for that raise we gave you?" And dude's like, "You never gave me a raise." And so the boss is like, "What?" And so he looks back in and he's like, oh crap, we never gave you a raise. Well, we're giving you a $4 an hour raise here, and we're going to prorate it for last year, all those months we missed. You're supposed to be getting a raise this whole time. Right? So it's like this whole big gift of money from your job in some weird way. Like that could be happening for you, Gemini, too. Or just some new money coming in. That was unexpected with Jupiter giving you some blessings there as well. And just reviewing the way you make money. And you also got that Gemini full moon. December 4th, it's your full moon. December 4th, mark this down, full moon in Gemini. This is a big deal because this is an illumination. Something of the old with you is being illuminated, but then it's going to be dissolved and released, right? Like there's just a lot of attention now on your new identity, Gemini, your new way of doing relationships, your new path maybe in some way as well, and new contracts and commitments for the future. There's a lot of new feeling. It's a little bit of ending the old, yes, but I'm feeling the new for you as well, you know? So that looks really cool. All right, let's pull some cards for you, Gemini. So first we'll pull some from our decks, the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle and the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand. These are available as a set on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested, Gemini. Okay, so let's pull some cards. We'll pull the Lenormand, Chakra Lenormand first. Yes, folks, Lenormand has been chacrified. All right, let's see for you, Gemini, in Sagittarius season, November 21st to December 21st. Okay, for Gemini, what shall we know? Oh, look, the bouquet. It's a number 9, too, an ending. The 9 always means sort of an ending of the cycle where the credits are rolling and it's saying bye-bye to the old, but now you're making room for these new gifts, this new bouquet. You are receiving some kind of gift, Gemini, as I said before. So we'll see. Maybe I'll pull one more card to see if it'll tell us what kind of gift, what kind of happiness, where's the joy coming from. Whoa. The Fox card, entrepreneurship, money, your job. Something about the job is coming here in your day-to-day life, especially if you're an entrepreneur too. It could be that. Oh, and we had the news or visitor right behind it. I didn't see that. So yes, you are getting some news, visitor, something interesting, some messages about your, some kind of gift here. Some kind of gift. Could be monetary, like could be money, but it could just be something about the job, and we'll see what that gift is, Gemini. But look out for that. That looks fun indeed. It looks interesting. Let's pull a card from the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle for Gemini. The cards want to talk today. I'm just going to tell it what it is. Number 10, I am secure, red root chakra. So, if you want to feel a little more secure and grounded through all these new contracts and these things and this action that's happening for you, Gemini, take a deep breath. Use essential oils from a tree, right? Sandalwood, birch. This fly wants to bother me today. You want to be in the action, Mr. Fly? I haven't seen a fly in a long time. And it's snowing out. I wonder what. I am secure. What was I going to say? Shanghai smoky quartz can be very good for you as well. Anything that makes you feel grounded and secure. Having more salt baths, adding magnesium lotion, getting from the health food store, buy that magnesium infused lotion. Rub that. Anything to make you feel more secure. Okay. Red root chakra healing. Red root chakra healing can be good. And things like that. Now, 1 plus 0, because it's a 10 card. 1 plus 0 equals 1. There is a new beginning. And I told you I felt for you, Gemini. Although there's some endings here, there's new beginnings here. So it's kind of like we got to end some stuff in order to start something new. And that's just the way life is, right? Okay. And for our final card, I wanted to pull a card from Doreen Virtue's Butterfly deck. This is like the first deck I've ever owned. Butterfly Oracle Cards for Life Changes by Doreen Virtue. So let's pull a card. Look at my ratty cards. This is like my first deck I've ever owned. I still love them. All right, let's pull one for Gemini here in Sagittarius season, November 21st to December 21st. Oh, there's grief work here. There's a little bit of grief work, right? Heart chakra, red root chakra for security, heart chakra for love, and grief. Maybe it's hard to let go of old stuff too, right? It doesn't have to mean someone died to have grief. Grief comes in all for different ways. Here, why don't we look at the book that she wrote, Doreen Virtue, at grief work, and see what she says. Okay, Gemini, are you ready? This card signals that your heart needs some healing from one or more losses. There's grief work to be done as a way of moving forward with your life. Already you can think of how this specifically applies to you. Unhealed grief is compounded by each subsequent loss. Now, although it's uncomfortable to mourn and cry, right, Gemini? That feels a little uncomfortable. But sometimes this is the only path to healing. It's best to heal with an experienced grief counselor, a support group, or trauma-trained therapist. Loss is one of the more painful processes of change, yet it can also help us develop compassion and more appreciation for life. Some additional meanings to the grief work card are changes that kind of feel like a loss. Or maybe it's a calling for you to become a grief counselor. This could be about you performing a eulogy or comforting your friend who's grief-stricken. Right? I get by with a little help from my friends. Okay, Gemini, so I hope that helps. Come see me for a reading. www.themoontree.org. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. And I'll see you in the next one.